Okay, we are back in Legend Heroes Trails from Zero. Where we last left off, I had to put a sudden stop before ending the first day. So we have some scenes here that'll kick off the second day, and then we'll be going around doing our patrol to talk to everyone.
失礼します。
Going quiet now.
おう、遅かったな。
いやあ、お邪魔しているよ。
やっぱりイアン先生でしたか。
珍しいですね。先生がいらっしゃるなんて。
ああ、セルゲイ君に少し聞きたいことがあってね。他の用事もあったついでに足を運んだというわけなんだ。
他の用事ですか。
ああ、端的に言うとキーヤの身元についてだ。
もしかして
何か分かったんすか。
いや、残念ながらギルドにも依頼したそうだが、私もセルゲイ君に頼まれて他の可能性について調べていてね。残念だが、いや、幸いというべきか、その可能性はないと分かったんだ。
他の可能性ですか。
ああ、数年前の話なんだがな。カルバード共和国を中心に子供が拉致される事件が相次いだことがあったんだ。
子供が拉致。
それって。
詳細は省くが、かなりのでかい事件でな。カルバードだけじゃなく周辺諸国にも被害が及んでいたことから、国際的な捜査体制が組まれることになった。この捜査体制には各国の軍隊、警察組織、そして遊撃士協会が協力した。
そんなことが。
初めて聞きました。
俺も初耳だな。あまり知られてないってことは相当ヤバい事件だったんすか。
ああ、結局事件は解決したんだがね、かなり深刻な内容だったので、結局は極秘扱いになってしまった。私は民間のアドバイザーとして偶然関わっていたんだが。
ちょっと待ってください。もしかしてキーヤがその数年前にあったという事件の被害者である可能性が。
そう思って当時の被害を改めて調べてみたんだが、キーヤ君に該当する子は結局見つからなかったんだ。事件を起こしていた連中もほとんど検挙されるか自滅している。そのことが改めて分かったので、セルゲイ君に伝えに来たわけだ。
そうだったんですか。
少し安心しましたけど、まさかそんな事件があったなんて。
その事件についてはいずれお前たちにも話してやる。ただ結局キーヤについては振り出しに戻っちまったんだがな。
いいんじゃないっすか。身寄りが見つかるまで俺たちが面倒見りゃいいんだし。
ああ、当分の間はここで保護した方がいいだろう。ただ本当に身寄りがなかった場合、里親を探すなり教会の福音施設に預けることも考えるべきかもしれない。
それは。
でも
いずれそういうことも含めて考える必要があるってことだ。子供一人を預かって育てるってのは半端な覚悟でできることじゃねえ。どれだけその子が可愛くったってな。
そうですね。
確かに猫の子を預かるのと同じわけにはいかねえか。
すまない、厳しいことを言ってしまったな。そういえば任務から戻ってきたばかりみたいだな。報告もあるのだろうし、私はそろそろ失礼させてもらうよ。
いえ、そんな。実は先生にも相談しようかと思っていた案件だったんですが。
おう、私に？
ええ、実は。
なるほど、そんなことがありやがったのか。いかにも支援家らしい仕事じゃねえか。
結局事件ではなかったので本人の説得はしませんでしたが、町に帰るよう説得くらいした方が良かったんでしょうか。
難しいところだな。遊撃士だったら説得や交渉も仕事のうちに入るんだろうが、
警察の人間がそれをやった場合、民事介入になる可能性もある。なかなか難しい線引きのところだね。
やはりそうですか。
いい年した大人なんだし、余計なお世話ってもんだろう。 これでガキだったらケツでも叩いて家に連れ戻してやるところだが。
そうね。
しかし天才的なギャンブルの腕と別人のような月と感か。
先生、何か心当たりでも？
いや、偶然かもしれないが、ここ最近似たような話を2つばかり聞いたことがあってね。
本当ですか？
まさか他にもギャンブルで一山当てたやつがいるとか？
いやいや、そうじゃないよ。聞いた話というのは、とある証券会社の証券マンと貿易会社の経営者なんだがね、どちらも最近大きな損失を出して非常に困っていたそうなんだが、ここ数日で耳を疑うほどの素晴らしい業績を上げたらしいんだ。特に証券マンの方はまるで未来が見えていたかのような月と勘で株を売買したらしい。
それは
どこかで聞いた話だな。
もちろんただの偶然だろうけどね。ただ聞くところによると、その2人の態度もあからさまに横柄になったという話でね、少し気になってしまったんだ。
確かに気になりますね。
イアン先生、その2人の身元について詳しい情報は分かりませんか？
ああ、その気になればすぐに調べられるだろうが、念のため確かめておくかね。
ええ、できれば。
課長、何か気がかりでも？
こういう家業をしてたら情報は大いに越したことはね。ただそれだけの話だ。
なるほど。兄貴も言ってたな。捜査の決め手は勘と足による情報集めだって。
さてと、私はこれで失礼しよう。君たちも気になることがあったらいつでも相談してきてくれたまえ。できる限りの協力をさせてもらうよ。
イアン先生、ありがとうございます。
その時はどうかよろしくお願いします。
ルバーチェの裏ルートが復活している？
はい。ここ1週間で我々が潰した3つのルートが立て直されました。こちらも妨害しようとしたのですが、思っていた以上に抵抗が激しく。
妙ですね。この状況で失ったルートをわざわざ取り戻すだけの余力が彼らにあるとも思えません。あちらの営業本部長殿がわざわざ動いたのですか？
いえ、それがキリングベアの姿はなく、配下の構成員だけだったそうです。それも軍用犬は連れておらず、数名程度の少人数だったよ
うで。ますます奇妙ですね。構成員一人一人の戦闘力ならば我々ヘイユエの方が上のはず。例のラインフォルト社製の重機関銃を持ち出したのですか？
ええ、確かにその武装も持ち出してきたようですが、それ以上に戦闘能力そのものは大幅に向上しているとの報告です。
なるほど。現在マルコーニ会長は議長閣下のお怒りを鎮めようと躍起になっているようです。どこぞの両兵団を新たに雇った様子もありませんし、大規模な戦闘訓練の報告もない。なかなか興味深いですね。
我々の知らない切り札を持っていたということでしょうか？
ええ、しかも私の見立てでは尋常な切り札ではなさそうです。それこそインドのような状況を一気にひっくり返せるほどのジョーカーかもしれませんね。
一体どんな手を？ いもの。
噂をすればですか。
大変です。ルバーチェと思われる黒ずくめの一団による襲撃です。その数およそ10。キリングベアの姿はありません。
たかが10名ごとき返り討ちにしてしまえ。警察は心配するな。正当防衛で何とでもなる。
それが襲撃者の戦闘力は尋常ではなく、重機関銃を片手で軽々と振り回して、
1階が突破されました。こちらに迫ってくるのは時間の問題かと思われます。
どうやら頭脳派を気取っているわけにはいかないようですね。
モスカ
出ますよ。この程度でインドのに頼ってはヘイユへの思い東方人外を支配する我らの力、存分に見せつけてやりましょう。
しかし驚いたな。この目玉焼き本当にキーヤが焼いたのか？
そうよ。あまりに手際がいいんで思わず見惚れちゃったわ。
いい半熟具合だな。
ベーコンもカリカリで言うことなしだぜ。
昨日のホワイトシチューを手伝ってくれた時も大した腕前でしたし、やはり料理の経験はかなりあるのではないかと。
そうなのかな。なんか勝手に手が動いただけなんだけど。
確かに料理は体で覚えるところがあるけど、それにしてもこの年でここまで上手なのはすごいな。
ねえねえキヨ、今日は大丈夫なの？
ああ、見たところ顔色は悪くはないみたいだけど。
あんまり無理はしないで休んだ方がいいんじゃねえか。
いえ、大丈夫です。昨日も早めに休ませてもらいましたし。
まあ急ぎの仕事もないし、少し様子を見た方が。
朝っぱらから珍しいな。
フランさんかしら。
はい、特務支援課。
ああ、なのはとっくに分かってるっつーの。今どこ何してんのさ。
ああ、夜中おはよう。夜型の夜中こんな早くに起きてるなんて
そんなもん徹夜明けに決まってんだろ。ああ、もうそんなのはどうでもいいんだよ。でもまあその様子じゃ全然知らないみたいだな。
知らないって何のことだ？
大サービスでこのヨナ様が教えてやるよ。昨日の真夜中、いや日付は今日になるのか。ヘイユへの事務所が何者かに襲撃されたそうだぜ。
なんだって？
なんでもヘイユへの方は防戦一方だったみたいでさ、かなり被害も出たみたいだぜ。まあ襲ったのは間違いなくルバーチェの連中だろうけどな。
そうだったのか。ありがとうユナ。
今度何かで返せよな。
夜中からですか？
がどうやらとんでもないことが起きたみたいだ。
本当なの？
おいおい、マジかよ。
真夜中とはいえ市街地でそんなことが。
それが本当なら一家あたりがとっくに動いてるんだろうが、 気になるんなら行ってこい。ただし飯を食ってからな。
はい、そうしてみます。あ、ティオ、大丈夫か？
ええ、問題ありません。朝食を済ませたら港湾区に向かいましょう。
And with that, we're off. Okay. I actually have to record those, don't I? Okay, so those already counted. For the creative cooks, we're still working on getting all the recipes, nothing we can do there. Now, in terms of doing the patrol, we actually don't have as much ground to cover this time around because I don't think we're allowed to leave the city. Proud as always, but there's no doubt he's one of us, a vigilant protector of the Special Support Section. Agreed, I imagine he'll eviscerate any suspicious characters that dare enter. Luckily, Cecile can put them back together afterwards. Come on in, you want to browse? Because I'm not really in the mood to play salesman. Go ahead and look around yourself, see if something catches your eye. Still so indifferent to potential buyers. Well, he's the only weapon shop. I mean, he can do whatever he wants. So you're gonna go where exactly for something else? Dad's been really strict today, but I know he loves me, so I'll listen to him. Have you heard about the incident over in the Harbor District? I'm going to have to keep a close eye on my daughter for the time being. Have you heard the rumors that the local mafias are butting heads? I have a bad feeling about this. Whenever that happened in the past, it ended in a bloodbath. I was under the impression Crossbell had become relatively peaceful, but I guess we aren't out of the woods just yet. People keep saying there was a big accident in the Harbor District this morning. Well, we should be far enough away that it doesn't affect customer traffic. Sudden spike in accidents is problematic for us, to say the least. Hey, don't you think the girls sitting in those stunner seats are super cute? I sure do. I think I'll give them one of my give them some of my prototype dishes on the house. And then they go to the hospital for food poisoning. Teo likes to duck out of the kitchen occasionally during his shifts, and from the sound of it, he serves our customers dishes they didn't even order. Can't begin to fathom what goes through that boy's head. Huh? My issue of the Crossbell Times is nowhere to be found. Must have left it at home before heading out. I was finally able to experience an Archon CL show yesterday, and it was amazing. I'm definitely gonna have to pick up the fan book I saw. The chef keeps on peeking out of the kitchen for some reason. He even waved at me when our eyes locked. What's his deal? So many police officers today. They've been patrolling the city since morning, I think. Snacks are the absolute best. Like, there's nothing better than buying a pile of snacks and just digging in. What's the deal? Why are you giving me that look? Someone spitting your salad? You are so not fair. Like, why would you show off all that tasty food while I'm in the middle of my diet? Please, just give me a tiny bit. I even went running this morning and everything. My daughter's juice stall has been flourishing thanks to the nice weather we've been having. At home she started boasting about how many regulars she has now. Couldn't be prouder of her, to be honest. After all, a daughter's happiness is her mother's happiness. My parents asked me to go shopping for some groceries, but one way or another I always seem to end up here looking at the books. I really gotta get my hands on that reference book I found here the other day. Think it's worth it to beg my parents for the Miro? And keep in mind he is actually at the foodstuffs if you're listening instead of watching. Welcome to Time's Department Store. We host all kinds of events and sales to satisfy our customers. Break out a smile and charm every customer, that's our manager's motto. You can tell from the manager's expression that he's giddy. He reminds me of a child who just got a new toy to play with. His face always perks up like that when he thinks of a new project. Already looking forward to it. I was struck by inspiration for a new sales strategy when I woke up this morning. You never know when or where the next spark of inspiration will come. You can't just pick up what to put. You just can't pick what to put in a display case willy-nilly. If you haven't thought long and hard about what appeals to customers, then you've already lost the battle. Dad's getting paid today, so you know what that means, right? Mom's going to go on a non-stop shopping spree again. It's time to shop until I drop. I'm gonna buy whatever I want. We also handle shoe repairs here. She mentioned that it can become costly to repair older shoes depending on how difficult it is to gather the correct materials. Our service is a hit with people who hope to cling to their trusty partners for a little bit longer. I overslept today and was late for work. It's not my fault though, okay? My alarm clock stopped working all of a sudden. How convenient. Did the Mafia manage to finally push their luck too far? Doesn't matter how untouchable those Ravage guys are, I don't think they'll be able to wave everything away after kicking up such a storm. Gates has been coming here pretty regularly lately, but I haven't seen him since yesterday. Given that he was making all his money at the casino, maybe his luck finally ran out and he just went home. I love uniforms, they're beautiful. There's an austere beauty to wearing an outfit perfectly tailored to your duties. I think the uniforms of the Crossbell Police Department and the Guardian Force are highly stylish. Whenever I hold balloons, all my worries seem to float away. Look here, see how silly this one is? Even when you feel down, my balloons are sure to bring your laughter back. The crowd in the Harbor District was a bit overwhelming, honestly. Something about it was creepy, especially considering the police showed up. Yep, the police had to go there and ruin everyone's fun. Warbans are truly amazing. They made our lives much more convenient. Whoever first invented them must have been a great man. Wendy's recently started complimenting me on how I set up the displays. It's not like I need her approval or anything, though. Chaco told me yesterday that how I don't need to watch over her and all that, but isn't it natural for a father to be worried about how his only daughter is doing at work? That just means I have to be even sneakier so she doesn't catch me. Dad's still trying to check up on me even after everything I said yesterday. Well, I guess I'll just have to let him be until he gets tired and goes home. I was skeptical at first, but this whole orbital store arrangement has really grown on me. The equipment is well maintained, so it makes servicing much easier. Customers also visit more frequently compared to the old workshop. Guess presentation matters a lot, doesn't it? Actually, now that I think about it, yep. So you can see we're not allowed to leave the town. Or the city, I guess. Harbor District. I can warp to the bank. Or no, I can't warp to the bank, can I? Yes, I can. So I can use that to warp around the harbor if need be. It really is more fun to play in a group of 3. Alright, Momo, from now on you're part of the squad. Okay, let's keep playing together. 3 of us are playing together today. It's a lot more fun playing in a larger group. Hey Momo, get past you. Get ready to catch, okay? I'm ready. The latest issue of the Crossbell Times is postponed? No way, my beloved breakfast companion. How am I going to know what ended up happening during the diet session? I mean, did you hear the gunfire? I'm not talking about the stuff from the harbor either. Eep. But getting a lot more customers from abroad lately. It fills this baker's heart with joy to see how much people care about our bread. Gotta hand it to Oscar for all his hard work. We were even featured in the Crossbell Times recently, and it was all thanks to his efforts. I finally took home some bread from here and forced my parents to try it. Now they've finally seen the light. The reason why I can't resist coming in every day. Mission complete, now I can come here whenever I want, without having to be sneaky about it. 2 hours of fermentation at 144 degrees. Where was the blanket again? Bene's been too antsy to sleep now that she's on the verge of completing her newest creation. She's a mess. Reminds me of sweet little Lloyd when Cecile used to look after you every little minute of the day. Hey, don't drag me into this. Maria Bell is featured in some business magazine today. I don't care what kind of magazine it is, I need it now. I'm gonna cut out her pictures and make a scrapbook out of them. Why can't Ryu be like Momo from Tally's place? Isn't it Talus's shop, though? I don't know. She's a good kid. She's a smart cookie and she always helps out with their work. Wish that my little Ryu would learn a thing or two from her. Tio. Yes, what is it? You got a weird look on your face, so I thought you might be exhausted. Is it my imagination? Are you okay? I think it was simple fatigue from investigating the Moon Temple yesterday. May have strained myself a bit too much. Teotan's always saving our bacon with extra strong perception skills. Yeah, she's helped us more times than I can count. Try not to push yourself too hard, okay? I understand.
さてと
So, we still have to hit the other... Yeah, there's one more building over here. Somebody told me there are massive ruins somewhere around our Morka village. I'm dying to pay them a visit since landscaping photography is a real favorite of mine. That husband of mine is planning to make another large purchase. What's it going to be this time? Maybe a chandelier? Who knows? I don't know, can the ceiling support the weight of one? I'm able to live a nice, peaceful life thanks to the time I put into being a politician. I've been blessed with the gift of a politician's pension to retire on, plus everything he stole in the process. Anyway, the old lady's a bit of a tough nut to crack. Even the seemingly perfect gift I found probably won't get much of a reaction. The budget for constructing the new City Hall building is currently frozen. Our politicians are in disagreements over the materials to be used. I really hope they resume construction within this fiscal year. Well, back to work I go. Save my money to go and see Ark and CL live again. Gotta pour my heart and soul into working so that I can make it a reality. Okay, now it's the law office and Talus' shop. Let's go here first. I noticed Mo has been playing with a new little friend lately. Wonder if she's finally starting to come out of her shell. Been hearing so many rumors of unnerving incidents lately that this has been a lone bright spot for me. My husband's been working non-stop in his office since this morning. He's been fixated on that building for the longest time. What building? Good morning. Do you need to talk to Mr. Grimwood about something? He just started working on today's agenda. Oh, up and at this early morning, aren't we? Has something happened? If you need to discuss anything, feel free to take a seat. Well, actually, sir, we have reports that Heiyue Trading Company was raided by an unknown group of assailants. I can't even talk today. By Adios, is that true? We're on our way to go check it out now, actually. Everything we heard points to Ravash being our perps, though. An attack like that in the harbor. Can't say I understand what was going through their heads. I assume hot air. Ravash, that is. I can comprehend wanting to attack their main competitor, but something about this seems far too sloppy, as if it wasn't planned. We were actually thinking the same thing. Nothing about this suggests the beginning of a full-fledged war between the mafias. Either way, we need to be cautious. I have no doubt businesses are going to flock to the office once they hear the news, and with luck they'll tell me something useful. Thank you, sir. Honestly, I don't think we've ever stopped by without owing you another favor. So when we get to the next area, I'm gonna take a break real quick. Okay, I'm back. So let's continue exploring the residential area here. I don't know if we found these here. There. Crossbell has been repeating the exact same pattern for the past 70 years. One year the Imperial faction rises into power, the next year the Republican faction, rinse and repeat. What a load of baloney, it's only natural that we'd all lose interest in it. Sounds like reality, unfortunately. Alright, I think I'm gonna get dressed and ask Cindy what she thinks of my threads. Once the budget meeting has been adjourned, there are going to be some huge parties. Some of the business world's biggest names like IBC CEO Dieter Kwa are going to be in attendance. If I play my cards right, I will be too. You know, I happened to pass by your husband yesterday, Krail. I feel like he's become a little strange these days, almost he's become more disrespectful. I haven't really thought about it, but now that you mention it, I suppose he might have started using harsher language recently, maybe? So has he or has he not? My, Krayla's always so carefree. But to see her gentle husband resorting to such harsh words, I worry for their relationship. What could have brought on such a change in demeanor? Like, seriously, isn't her name supposed to be Claire? It's just starting to annoy me. I guess he has been acting a little strange lately. Should I be worried? How do I put this? Krayla's a bit dense, I guess. It's not really a big deal, though. She's an adorable lady. Watch, this is how he does it. This looks absolutely delectable. May I have another one, Sophia, dear? I guess Harold got out of the hen party before it even started. So this is where Bond and Sunita live. Father, what's going on with you? What's wrong? It's nothing. It's just that, for the last little while, Father's been acting... You goddamn morons! What has happened to Father? Something about him definitely feels pretty off. What a bunch of morons. The price of those stocks friggin' tanked in 3 days. They seriously couldn't see that coming? The CNS business magazines plummeted down the damn drain. The Imperial faction takes orders from the Empire, and the Republican faction bends to the Republic's every whim. It's as if the two superpowers are playing a game of tug-of-war with Crossbell. What's wrong, Joanna? Nothing, milady. It's just that new edition of the Crossbell Times is to be released today, but hasn't arrived yet. Better go ask about this later. And we'll peek in the last room. Nothing. As a representative of the state, Speaker Hartman should be working alongside Master Henry to unify the Diet. However, for him to sit silently in his chair and to allow the lax state of the Diet to continue as is, I can only imagine he continues to do so as a way to torment the Master. I shall never forgive that vile man. Hold on. Oh, that was just flowers. Thinking, is there someone in the yard there? But no. So they won't even let you go out on foot. Representative Campbell has an intense uphill battle ahead of him. After all, the current power of the Imperial faction won't be shaken so easily. That man going up against Gantz plays way too recklessly. I would quit while I was ahead if I were him. I went to observe the situation over in the VIP rooms a moment ago, and was just as disappointed as I was expecting. Gantz's opponent has been losing game after game. He managed to tie 1 game out of 5. Some more tried to challenge Gantz to a match. Gave him a warning, but he failed to listen. Hey Randy, the owner's over in the VIP room if you need him. He's been watching over all of Gantz's matches all morning. Wait, the VIP room? Is that only for the most high-rolling big shots out there? Yep, Gantz is in the middle of a match with some other guy right now. It's pretty crazy, isn't it? He used to be some casual amateur, but now he gets the full VIP treatment. Sadly, there's no way for us to go back there. I heard Gantz is making a fortune in the VIP room. 2 were playing against Gantz. Oh well, their funeral. If only there were like a secret passage here where we could descend into the VIP room. Oh well. Hey there, want to play? You will find better service than here at the Barker Casino. Some guy had an insane stroke of luck at the casino, now he's living the damn dream. Pocket full of money, lap full of honeys. Couldn't be more jealous. Talk about a real success story, that guy. Speaker Hartman is definitely a corrupt sleazeball. Not only is he demeaning to his staff, but he also has connections to Ravash. What an utterly frightening man. I'd be shaking my boots if I had to go up against him. I heard a rumor from someone over at Arkansas, so there's another typo for the list. Apparently one of the members has been acting like a complete weirdo lately. I wonder what's up with them. Oh, well, maybe they got an upset stomach. I wonder if they ate any ice cream. I think Arkansas hired a new assistant sometime recently. I get the impression that she's a real sourpuss, given that she usually glares at me. Please come out and bestow upon us your magnificent wave, Lady Heiyue. Sully never even attempts to get on stage. Apparently she's adamant about remaining an assistant for now. And yet she studies Ilya's every move like a hawk. We may just be looking at our next big star. One of our performers, Nikolai, has really caught my eye lately. Notice how he's been pushing himself to the outer limit with training these days. I must say his enthusiasm is impressive. He even pulled an all-nighter just to practice. Hey, Plie? Doesn't Nikolai seem a little bit different lately? You notice it too? I've been getting some weird vibes from him. It's as if he's a completely different person. Excuse me, is everything okay? Oh, it's the police officers. It's nothing serious, we were just talking about Nikolai, one of the other performers. Right, apparently Nikolai has been engaging in some special training lately. It's been paying off too. His technique and strength have improved considerably. Strange thing is, his personality seems to have changed as a result. So what, the guy polishes up some moves and suddenly he's a new man? It's not as far-fetched as you think. Reaching greater heights can give someone an entirely new sense of who they can be, to the point where they become unrecognizable overnight. That's true, I suppose anyone can change themselves given the right motivation. I'm sure Nikolai must have had a life-changing experience like that. You know, I do seem to remember him disappearing for a while after the festival ended. It's entirely possible that something may have happened then. I think so too, though he hasn't said a word about it to us. I have a bad feeling about this. Nikolai was busting out some really flashy acrobatics yesterday. Has he always been such a peacock? Another perfect rehearsal. I've never been in better shape. I bet I could even take Risha down. Nikolai's attitude has changed drastically in such a short amount of time. Is this what gaining confidence does to a person? Just last night, Nikolai was operating the stage controls on his own. Sounds like he pulled another all-nighter so he could practice. It's funny he's putting his heart and soul into it, but isn't this going a bit overboard? Nikolai's been perfect in form these days. Can't believe how well he performed during today's rehearsal. Crap, first Risha, now Nikolai. Everyone's just leaving me in the dust these days. And then let's go on the second floor. Thinking over, that kind of direction probably wouldn't work at all. If we're going to add a scene, it needs to be something that'll completely captivate our dear audience. It's just, I'm worried that if we add a scene simply for the sake of having a flashy set piece, it won't mesh with the rest of the play. I, of course, have the deepest respect for your opinion on all things theater-related, but could I get you to reconsider? Not a chance? I thought you might say that. If they're holding a discussion regarding the play, and the troop leader's distressed, I think we better leave them alone. About our earlier conversation, you mean the one about Nikolai? He was definitely being a weirdo, but I do think his role in the play is a tad unbalanced. I know, why don't we add a fight scene between him and Theodore? Cut me some slack, will you? And they just repeat that. I noticed Mr. Gant seemed to be in a particularly good mood as he left the hotel today. I had been told that some from Mainz would be coming to pick him up. Perhaps it would have been better to have him wait in his room. Okay, I need to check up on our Orbital Network reservations. I have to admit that I started having fun once I figured out how to use that complicated machine. I received an enormous tip from Gantz. Felt uncomfortable accepting that much money, so I went and donated the entire sum. Honestly, even if I had kept it all to myself, I'm not sure what I'd even do with so much. Mr. Gantz is currently renting a deluxe suite under a long-term contract. He has quite a lot of demands, but it's okay. A professional like myself knows how to handle his time. Things are feeling off around here lately. I smell something fishy in the air. Cops about to raid someone? Might need to close up shop early today. Why the heck is it so quiet today? Barely anyone's passed through. I'm gonna start crying if I don't get any customers soon. A raid on Heiyue's office? Seriously? That came completely out of left field. Just hope this doesn't explode into an all-out war. Stupid old man, stop trying to feel me up. Okay, I figured she'd be moving still, but sure. Hey, so, Back Alley feels a little scary today, more than usual even. Just took a peek into that alleyway over there, and a bunch of those guys in black suits all glared at me. I wonder what the heck's going on. Maybe I should work inside today. Imelda's operating some sort of terminal under the counter. Oh goodness, Heiyue's office raided? This is quite the serious offense. I haven't been this on the edge of my seat in a good long while. That was information from Yona, I presume. Oh, who can say? After living in Crossbell for as long as I have, you start to notice incidents like this happen from time to time. How thrilling. Now, how exactly will Cal respond to such an embarrassing slight? Isn't that a tad bit reckless to say, ma'am? Yeah, Ravash is right down the street. Ain't that a cause for even a speck of concern? I suppose so. I am concerned about real estate prices dropping because of this commotion. Right, I forgot about how much of an insatiable land shark she is. I'm not sure why, but the latest issue of the Crossbell Times is postponed. I've gotten to a few stores that carry their publication, but none of them seem to have the latest one. What's the holdup? I demand a proper explanation. Thanks, always. You might imagine we're far too understaffed to have handled this task on our own. I'll be sure to contact you if you need anything else. Like, I'm wondering, are any of these actually here? I don't know if we did the last one yet. Got my hands on some pretty interesting documents today. Here's the memoir of a trader's exploits from about 80 years ago. It's definitely a valuable relic that'll help contextualize Crossbell's past. Boy, the weather is wonderful today. Sounds like the perfect time to let these books dry out a bit. I'm sure this almost looked like an absolute mess, but I promise it's for the book's own good. We can use a little airing out, I'd say. The officer ran with all their might, but the piggy still got away. I don't know, if it's an officer, shouldn't they be the pig? Whoa, police officers are so cool! Not really. Doors over here. We're having some lovely weather, aren't we? Weather like today is my saving grace, considering I can't stay up on a rainy day. I don't remember if I spoke to her already or not. Barely paying attention, to be honest with you. Another day, another circus of a diet meeting. Citizens would be appalled if they saw how the participants of the diet conducted themselves. Their terrible attitudes result in them baiting each other into scream matches every 30 seconds or so. Couldn't pay me to sit there and watch that. Afraid to say that's just the reality of the diet. So, just legalize dueling and let them go at it. Members of the staff are working hard to prepare for the Q&A session following the diet meeting's adjournment. There's not a moment's rest for any of them. In a comparison, our department isn't quite as busy because all we do is maintain the equipment. Whoa, gunfight? What the heck is going on out there? How's something so dangerous happen right in the middle of the city? I suspect Fran only recently became privy to the details of the incident. Yeah, I doubt any information is going to leak with how tight-lipped the First Division is. You're all here. First Division is working their hardest to investigate the raid on Heiyue's office. They've been out there the whole morning. I see. Wow, they're really on the ball. I don't think anyone's outdoing the First Division on this kind of investigation anytime soon. No, this was the interrogation room, not upstairs. Our conference room, the other one's the interrogation room. A raid? Are they insane? Well, at least we're lucky that no citizens were harmed. Now we just have to capture the dirtbags responsible for this as soon as possible. No one's in the investigation room. So where are our buddies in the second squad? Did I already run into them and I just don't remember? The diet's been at it all morning trying to decide on the budget. Too bad it's a diet in name only. It's nothing more than a feudal shouting match between the Imperial and Republican factions. Mayor McDonald's really got it rough. Come on. Need to go to IBC. We saw a report about a shooting that took place in the Harbor District. Kinda got the impression that there's some sort of turf war going on in the underworld. Well, anyway, we got a lot more guards posted than usual today to be safe. What the hell? A temporary suspension of the Crossbell Times? Unbelievable, this is an outrage. I look forward to reading through the column in the economics section in every issue. Doesn't seem like there's many customers as usual. Must be because of the shooting. Sadly, we don't have enough manpower to station any more guards outside the IBC. What are we going to do about this if only Mr. Qual were in town? Are you referring to the incident that took place in the Harbor District? Is everything okay here, Lanfei? Were any of you affected? No, we're all fortunately safe and sound. I'm more worried about our stocks. Their value is volatile, so they may end up taking a hit because of this. Our board of directors is currently discussing how to handle the situation. I heard there was some sort of raid. That's never good news. Thankfully, our security department does a flawless job. There's nothing to worry about as long as we're in here. So that's a little bit of foreshadowing. We've increased the number of guards on duty by about 20%. Just precautionary measures, considering the shootings that just happened in the Harbor District. We'll go upstairs first. Then we'll go downstairs and I'm probably going to take another break. Honestly, those imbeciles, do they have a single brain cell between the lot of them? Try to calm down, Maria Bell. I take you've already heard about the situation, right? Obviously, it only happened within earshot of here. How dare those barbarians have a firefight this close to IBC headquarters? Curse you, Ravash. They'll be hell to pay if this affects stocks prices. Is that right? Considering the position you're in, I can hardly blame you for being worried. Oh. I was wondering if there was something here to trigger to get a secondary line of dialogue out of her, but I don't see it. I don't see anything. I was asked by the folks at the IBC to lend a bit of my genius to the project. We're smack dab in the middle of coding a system for the Orbital Network Project's second stage test. They brought the Chief out from the Epstein Foundation? Their work today must be terribly difficult. Chief Roberts can actually be quite proficient when he keeps his mouth shut and himself busy. As of now, he is classified as one of the continent's leading minds in the field of orbital technology. Lady Maria Bell is in a particularly bad mood today. I wonder what happened. Since we're hiding down here in this basement, it feels like we're secluding ourselves from any current events. We're grateful for the help Chief Roberts has been providing us with. As one of its original developers, he's the expert when it comes to the orbital art. When it comes to the orbital net. Oh man, is it reassuring to have him around? So when we pick up next, it will be over in East Street, but like I said, I'm going to take a break. So once we make the hop, I'll pause and stop for a moment. And there we are. Okay, I did leave this idle, so the timer has been ticking up as we go. As a result, the NPC routes may have changed a bit too. My grandpa came up to me this morning and told me to keep a close eye on Mei Ling. It's another accident earlier, so I should probably be a little more careful. Well, just last night, a black orbital car crashed right into the park in the Harbor District. Not only that, but people supposedly heard the sound of numerous gunshots, too. Who else could it have been other than Ravage? It's so obviously them. Boy said he'd play with me today. I'm super duper happy. Hooray! Me and my big brother will be together forever. I wonder if Azzy doesn't have to go to work today. Are you alright, Serena? Wait, don't get the wrong idea, it's just the Harbor District's pretty close by, so I got a bit worried. Yep, everything's fine here. Aw, is that why you rushed back home? I've gotta say, you have your occasional key moments, Azel. Do you really have to tease me on this? I was seriously worried about you, you know. Heard there was some horrible incident in the Harbor District recently. Fran isn't a detective, so she should never be sent out on the scene, but I still worry for her. CPD's been involved in so many dangerous incidents lately that my worry for Fran has just skyrocketed. We can't examine the bear or anything. No still on Joshua. Sounds like there's some huge kerfuffle over in the Harbor District. Speaking of the harbor, isn't that just down the street? That's a little too close for comfort. So the Triple S crew is back again, hmm? If you're here, that must mean you've heard the news, I assume. Yeah, I assume that means you already know too. Who do you think I am, honey? Of course I know everything. We contact everybody in the branch already, so they gather on the second floor. Gotta prepare ourselves for the possibility of a war between the two organizations. Wow, I'm always impressed with just how quickly the guild works. And like usual, the CPD is way late to the game. How can I say it? It's realistic of them. It all comes down to a difference in procedure. We've got our own way of handling an emergency, as I'm sure you do too. As such, I believe it'd be best for you to address this as you normally would. Right. Heiyue's cow is an incredibly cunning man. I'd be surprised if he didn't respond to this attack in some way, but I seriously doubt he'd rush any sort of hasty retaliation either. Either way, though, there's not much we can do other than be as prepared as possible. There's not a doubt in my mind that Ravash launched that attack on Heiyue's office. The real question is why they take such drastic measures in their current situation. It just doesn't make sense to me. I think we'll need to get ourselves a clear picture of the situation before we take any action. So are they all up here? Heiyue, if the worst were to happen, I want you to focus on protecting the injured. Yes, once I'm fully aware of my role is, you don't need to remind me. Ideally, though, I'd rather things not come to that. I'm hoping we can find a way to peacefully resolve this soon. I agree. And if that's our goal, it means gathering information now is all the more important. My skill set means I can find work as a doctor if I need to, but I'd rather avoid that if at all possible. I'd much prefer to take a more proactive approach and find a way to keep people from getting hurt in the first place. I won't let civilians get up in some idiotic spat between mafias. In order to prevent things from getting to that point, it's critical that we gather information now. Oh, you guys came. You hear about the big news about Heiyue already? Yeah, we've already started conducting our investigation. Seems all the bracers are gathered here too. It's a rare sight. You see the Divine Blade of Wind is downstairs. He truly is a sight to behold. Yeah, they contacted all of us on our enigmas this morning. That's why we all made our way here as soon as we could. Damn, you guys really are just too quick. You sure? Maybe it's just you guys who are too slow. Are you secretly a bunch of slackers, maybe? By the way, Ravash sure left one heck of a mess for us to clean up. You said it, sister. Sure, there may not be that many people in that area at night, but civilians still could have gotten caught up in their mess. Man, just thinking about it's got me steamed. I'm so ready to rearrange some Mafia face. Man, I wanted to see what those Mafia guys had to say for themselves too, but apparently there's some kind of agreement where the police get dibs in times like this. You ask me, it's just not fair. Since we can't do anything, it's up to you guys, Lloyd, and you better give it this your all. Thought I had a solid grasp on the situation in Crossbell, but when an incident like this occurs, it feels like there's a huge barrier to overcome. Hope we'll be able to get a better picture of the situation before too long. We've got Arios, the Divine Blade of Wind himself, Estelle, and Joshua, the young heroes of Laburl, Scott, an expert marksman, Wenzel, a hard-ass refugee from the Empire, Aelia, a skilled physician, and last but not least, a specialist in the Taito School of Martial Arts. That's me, obviously. Even though we're totally stacked with highly capable bracers, we still need to exercise caution while working here. I'd recommend you follow suit. We should conduct a full investigation on the Mafia's close contacts in the area surrounding their HQ. With all the connections they have for smuggling heavy weaponry into the city, they could start a huge gunfight at any time. You know, gold salmon are kind of like phantoms. Heard they only swim around in the waters in the mains area, though. Their flowing, sleek figure and those shining golden scales. Gold salmon truly is a salmon and all salmon. So in case you're wondering how you're supposed to find it there, that's your clue. Of course, the easy way is just wait until you get all the rods and then hit the fishing spots one by one. That can fill in a lot of the blanks. My husband's always fussing about what's going on in the diet. That's why if the latest Crossbell Times isn't delivered, he gets all restless and unruly. Is he up here? The latest issue of the Crossbell Times didn't get delivered this morning. I asked my wife if she knew anything, but she's just as clueless as I am. wonder if the locations have been put on hiatus for some reason. So I guess they didn't hear about the shooting or something? I don't know. I heard the chairman of the Business Owners Association was going to meet with the Diet. Good luck to him, he's our representative, so I hope he scores us a large budget. I did hear that something went down recently. Not my problem, though. Not a chance again I'd close up shop over something like that. I'm no chicken. Crossbell and merchants back in the day used to conduct trades even in the middle of wars. The men in my household, they all come home together yesterday and immediately start nagging me about whether dinner is ready or not. I swear, the only time they're ever in agreement is with each other is when they're complaining. Welcome folks, thanks for stopping at Din's Fresh. Business has been booming all day, so I figured, hey, why not put on a little sale? Come over and take a quick look. Hi there, are you interested in my goods? Everyone's up on arms over some instant, but we're just minding our own business. There's no point in worrying about it, so you want to buy some of my goods? I was able to recently figure out the optimal shopping route. Make sure to remember the schedules and typical sales times of each and every shop. Always makes me giddy when I manage to save some Mira. Heard there was some crazy shootout in the Harbor District last night. Man, Crossbell's a scary city no matter where in it you are. Pluck and Roos always look like they're having fun. I used to go to Sunday school with them. I'm a little jealous of their friendship. I've seen a bunch of black vans when I drive on the highway. It's usually guys wearing shades behind the wheel. They don't seem too friendly. I get the creeps whenever I drive past them. Oh, I think we're forgetting something important, Puck. Do we need money if we're gonna open a store? Crap, you're right. How can you forget something so important? What the hell, Roos? You only just remembered it yourself. Come on, Ed, need something to eat? You're looking pretty worried there. Need something going on outside? Yep, soup came out well today. Let's go inside first. So we know where Risha is, so it's the upstairs one that'll be empty. My doctor and I had a long discussion when I went to St. Ursula Medical College yesterday. What a valuable experience that was. Now I'm even more motivated to get accepted there. Oh yeah, don't they usually publish the newest issue for that business magazine today? I used to be a regular subscriber, but it should go without saying, with that developments in the business world have little to do with me now. Despite my own gosh darn business taking a walk when I had a bit of run-in with a delinquent. I think that blue-haired lad was still a newbie in the gang, but he has a strangely dangerous look in his eyes. Kids these days. Huh, a blue-haired lad. I wonder who that could be. So yeah, no Risha. Risha appeared to have left her apartment ridiculously earlier this morning. I think she may have woken up 2 or 3 hours before my husband even. Mommy told me that if I help with chores, Day might come home sooner. Gonna try so hard to clean the house. Only place you'll find happiness is up in heaven. Wow, that's really, really dark. That big dude with the weird haircut scares the hell out of me. All those guys are giving me the goosebumps. Promise me I'll never go near him, okay, Ruse? Okay, I promise. Saw a butterfly take flight a moment ago. Spring has really started to settle in, hasn't it? So, let's see if he says anything. That sure felt good. Never liked that jerk anyway. All he ever do is boss me around all the time. Well, not anymore. So that would be your blue-haired young delinquent. Jed's one of the more senior dudes in our group and he usually trains us. How'd Dino absolutely destroy him? Something ain't adding up. The hell's the matter with Dino? Just drop it, man. That one-on-one was all them. And while Voltos quit bitching about it, think I can just ignore this? Something happened, guys? Yeah, you guys could say that. Dino, that idiot. Dino challenged one of our leaders, Jed, to a fight. It was totally insane, too. They kept trading blows until his side by an elbow to the jaw. Just newbie, yet he somehow managed to take down Jed? Impossible. I'll never forgive that bastard. Whoa, whoa. Never see it coming. Never see it coming. Jed's down for the count. But a fight's a fight, no matter how you cut it. Jed, go to the hospital now. I'm good, boss. Doctors see me like this would be an embarrassment to the Vipers. Let me repeat myself, you dumbass. Get your ass to the hospital or I'll send you there on a stretcher myself. Sorry, I'll go. Watch yourself, punks. You're on my turf and I don't like it one bit. Besides, you four have nothing to do with this. Go ahead and scram. Don't wear stinking paws around here, you dogs. What the heck are we supposed to do about those delinquents? They're starting to scare me. Managed to meet up with that gal Wendy yesterday. Been forever since I last saw her. Said she's used to working her job these days. Must be nice to still be young. I figure you can probably adapt to anything life throws you pretty easily. What's up, Wazy? Something wrong? Well, it's nothing. Just a little worried about what the Vipers plan to do. I heard a bit of a minor dispute going on last night. Mafia's dispute sent a bunch of people to the hospital where my old man works. Sounds like that rumor wasn't a lie. Pretty gutsy thing to do in the middle of town. Those mobsters have been wandering around here again. Do us a favor and arrest them. You've already helped us out once before. Aslo returned home after he heard about the incident in the Harbor District. This place is pretty close to there. One of the Vipers has been behaving strangely for the last week. So I'm gonna jump to the bank. Wait, did we already? Yeah, we came here already. Waiting for the courier. What's up with all the police cars out today? Think something happened? Actually, now that I think about it, we didn't hit up Station Street. Grateful to the Empire for blessing the world with so many beautiful trains. It's just I can't forget them for developing those railway guns. Trains are supposed to transport goods, people, and for train fans like me, dreams. Death and destruction are not fit to be on the railways. My beloved and I finally eloped. We're free of the Empire and its stodgy old prejudices. Father won't be able to reach us here, now we can both live happily ever after. If I'd fallen in love with a woman of the same social class, my dear would have had to cut ties to their family. Can't help but feel awful about it. Still, when I see her radiant smile, my fears and guilt are washed away by our love. Actually, can we go in here? Nope. It's never ending cycle. Here I am again, waiting for more packages. Sad thing is, I think I'm actually getting used to all these late arrivals. Suppose being able to savor the wait is the mark of a pro, right? So yeah, back to the harbor we go. What happened? Almighty Adios, this is just horrific. Here's my granddaughter back home today. It'd kill me if she were caught up in something dangerous because of this. Ravage is definitely responsible for this mess, right? Then this is why I'm so terrified of the Mafia. The occasional dispute isn't particularly rare, but this is the first time I've experienced a company being the victim of a violent attack. It really is a complete shock. Something big happened last night. The police have been flipping out over it all in the morning. What do I plan to do? Not close my shop, I'll tell you that. Not so weak that I turn tail and run over something as trivial as that. The path of the noodle waits for no man. And in truth, he can possibly sell lunch to the cops. Crossbell Times had to temporarily suspend its publication today. We are terribly sorry for the inconveniences brought to our loyal readers. Seems like Grace already rushed out looking for her latest scoop. She's left me to cover the rest of the diet session. Guess I'll try my hardest to do a good job. Have we run into Grace yet? Figures. Take off the fresh coat of paint. It's easy to see how dangerous Crossbell really is. By the way, our old office building had a back door just in case the company was ever attacked. That way, in the case of emergency, the paper could still be published. Show must go on, as I say. That mindset was our pride. And thanks to their hindsight, we have a back door to get out of our base. Let's go have a word with Iona. It's gotta be this way to him. Yeah, there he is. Yoda stuffing his face with pizza. So is Heiyue looking? Pretty nasty, I bet. Well, we were just about to go check it out. Come on, man. Now's not the time to be chilling. Here we go. The customers don't like waiting for info, you know. So you're just planning to circulate the details after we work for him, eh? Yoda, think carefully about your response. Well, just wanted to earn back a little Mira. Those information fees are killer. Come on, I'm just looking after my livelihood. This boy hasn't been disciplined once in his life, has he? Okay, back to the harbor. Wow, look at all those holes. Hey, don't get so close. I was planning on taking a nice walk around here today, but not anymore. Now when there's all these police officers out on guard, this is getting really out of hand. Heiyue trading? Never heard of them. Did they do something to anger the Mafia? I hope this doesn't spiral out of hand.